Hi guys, welcome to Soul's No Evolution. Thank you so much for taking the time to join me. This is going to be your daily divination for whenever it is that you're tuning into the channel. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I hope you're all doing really, really well. Right, this is the last reading from the Tarot of Sexual Magic. I'm kind of happy in a weird way that it is. Because yeah, it's been, I don't know, there's been so many energies that I've been picking up on, with, I suppose with them being love readings. I don't know whose energy is whose, so I found it a little bit complex with the kind of layout that I'm using. So, whoa, oh my god, there's loads there. They came out on their side. We've got your energy, the energy playing out for the day. Let's grab the, whoa, challenge and or opportunity and see what we've got going on. Right, okay. So, your energy. You've got the 10 of Wands. Interesting. Interesting. Challenge, no, energy playing out for the day. We've got the 8 of Swords, the 9 of Pentacles, and the 6 of Pentacles kind of came out on their side. When I get cards that come out on their side, speaks to me, well, it tells me to kind of read the energy in both the upright and the reversed. So I'll see how that goes. And then finally, we've got the Queen of Swords as the challenge, or your opportunity. I was hoping that out of this deck we were going to get one decent, high vibrational love message, and it hasn't come out that way. Bottom of the deck, we've got strength. Okay. So, in a nutshell, it feels to me, well, you're burdened, you're feeling burdened, you may be taking on loads of responsibilities, carrying more than your fair share, whether that's in a relationship situation, a work situation, a family situation, friendship, however this is showing up for you. But the 10 of Wands to me is that energy of burden, baggage, carrying stuff. And the Wands themselves speak about our passions, our aspirations, what we're working towards. So like I said, you may be putting in more energy, more effort, more heart into whatever situation you're dealing with at this time. Now, strength is the energy at the bottom of the deck, which is like the precursor to this whole reading. So there's something that you've been dealing with here that's required you or called from you to be strong, or it's called that element of strength from you. You may have had to face your fears. You may have had to face aspects of yourself to bring about some sort of action or some sort of change to a situation that you're in, and you're now feeling burdened by what it is that you've had to physically wrestle, literally, what you've had to literally wrestle to the ground. The 8, like I said, speaks about movement, action, change. And this is the energy of Leo. Now, Leo is linked to our 5th house, and that's all about romance. So I'm trying to make none of these specifically a romance reading, but the way that this is coming out, for a lot of you, it's going to be in the realm of love, the realm of relationship. Like I said, the 5th house speaks about love, play, creativity, joy, that kind of childlike energy. So it may be that you've been carrying a burden to keep something alive. Like I say, the Wands speak about our passions, the fire, you know, within a situation or a relationship or a work project, whatever. But it feels like you've been stoking the fire, but you've reached the end of something now, because this is the 10. And 10 speak about end of cycles, endings, sort of clearing the path for a new beginning. So it may be that you are at the, you know, the end of your tether. You're at the peak of what it is that you can carry. It almost feels as though your shoulders can't bear any more weight. So, energy playing out for the day. We've got another 8 with the 8 of Swords, 9 of Pentacles, and then the 6 of Pentacles. So, I feel as though there's a choice or a decision that needs to be made with regards to whatever it is that you're carrying here. And the energy of the day is asking you not to get stuck in your head. Because the 8 of Swords is that self-imposed prison. It's the limitations that we place on ourselves from the perspective or the view that we're looking at a situation, how we're seeing things. So it may be a day where, you know, you're feeling in your head, like I say, if you've got a choice or a decision to make about whatever it is that you're carrying. And it seems to me as though the options that are on the table are for you to move into your independence with the Nine of Pentacles here. Because the Nine of Pentacles, to me, it's like the mini Empress, the minor arcana version of the Empress in the tarot. Now, the Nine of Pentacles is Venus in Virgo. So again, you're looking at what it is that you love, what it is that you want to commit to, where your happiness lies within this situation. And the Nine of Pentacles isn't a friend. Oh my God. Excuse me. I meant to say afraid and a friend came out my mouth. I was going to say isn't afraid to go it alone, or to let go. She wouldn't be afraid to let go of this burdensome energy that she's carrying, because the Nine of Pentacles is self-sufficient. She's self-made. She has abundance that surrounds her. She's worked hard to get to where it is that she is, and any 9 card would speak about lessons learned, freedom. So it may be that you are being encouraged on this day to get out of your head and move towards your freedom, understanding that you're not trapped in a situation. Yeah, understanding that you're not trapped where you feel as though you are with these burdens and baggage that you're carrying. It may not even be all of your stuff. Like I said, it may be the weight of a relationship. It might be the weight of any other kind of project or, like I say, commitment that you're in. Family, friendship. Like I said, friend came out of my mouth, and that was like a Freudian slip. It wasn't intended. Then we've got the Six of Pentacles, and I really feel as though you're assessing, like with the Ten of Wands, how much you're giving and receiving from a situation. Six of Pentacles, well, the 6 is an energy of balance. So it may be that a situation you're in is imbalanced. Usually on the traditional, rider-waite version of that card, there's like the giver, who stood like front and centre in the card, and then there's 2 people either side on their knees, you know, in need of something. And the giver is sort of deciding who gets what. And the distribution of the coins that he has isn't equal. So I don't know, for some of you there may be a third party situation, and it's like, I hate saying this. But the imagery is all over these cards. Because we can see there's a couple here, and then I don't even know what the hell that is in the background. But we've got like a third entity. So it may not be cheating. A third party situation could be anything that is taking the attention away or distracting, you know, a person who you are, you know, in union with. It could be work, it could be family, it could be health, I don't know, but there is something else that somebody is giving to in this situation. It doesn't have to be, like I said, another relationship or another person. But there is something else, and that might be where you're having to sort of pick up the slack and carry on more. And sometimes in relationships, you know, that's part of the deal. That's part of the deal. I don't know if there is always like 100% of the time an equal 50-50, you know, kind of giving and receiving. There may be a situation that, you know, your partner is doing something for work, and you have to sort of pick up the slack, and then there may be times where, you know, you're otherwise engaged and they would have to pick up the slack. So I'm not saying that if there is an imbalance, you know, to fuck it off. You would have to, like I say, ask yourself the questions about, well, is this something that's reoccurring? Is this a pattern that's happening within the relationship constantly? You know, is this fair? Are we communicating clearly? Am I aware of when I need to pick up the slack? Or is this something that subconsciously I just feel as though I need to carry all the way through? It's going to be very different for everyone. There is no blanket kind of, from my perspective, statement. But the 8s, and there's 2 8s in here, are asking for you to have some sort of courage, whether it's to look at, like I say, the give and take within a relationship situation, and if necessary, not be fearful of going it alone. Because if you're always carrying the burden, you know, the majority of the weight in a situation, then why are you fearful of doing it on your own? Because you're already doing it on your own anyway, if that makes any sense. From a logical standpoint, you'd be happier because you'd have less burden to carry. You'd only be looking out for yourself or your best interests. Your energy wouldn't be split. You wouldn't be in this Eight of Swords energy, which is holding back a rebirth, holding back some sort of change. But there's an evaluation that's being called for here for you to look at how much you give to a situation in comparison to, I don't know, your independence within that situation. I know you could be dealing with somebody that is, I don't know how to say it, controlling, a bit obsessive. Because like I said, the Nine of Pentacles is the mini Empress energy to me, and the Empress is a beautiful energy. Feminine, sensual, nurturing, abundant, fertile, and not just fertile as in body, it's fertile as in mind. The Empress to me is like, what do you call it? Everything she touches turns to gold. So it may be that someone is taking advantage of your ability to do. Because like I say, there's something that you're carrying, and the Nine of Pentacles speaks about energy, effort, work. And the fact that, like I said, this is Venus in, what did I say? In Virgo. Again, Virgo is an energy of like being in service and happy to be in service. So at the beginning, you know, you may have been okay with that dynamic, but the what do you call it? It takes its toll. If this is something that you're always required to do, it just creates an imbalance within any kind of relationship, friendship, family situation, work situation. And then anyway, we've got the Queen of Swords as the challenge or your opportunity. And I'm just seeing this as, like I said, with the assessment or the evaluation of the dynamic or the balance here. Queen of Swords is very intelligent, very articulate. She's going to use her mind, you know, use logic to look at this situation clearly. You know, take emotion and feeling out of any decisions that need to be made. And she isn't, and she wouldn't be afraid to cut shit out and step into this Nine of Pentacles, self-sufficient, independent, I've got this on my own kind of energy. Ay. Like I said, I was hoping for an Ace of Cups, a Ten of Cups, a Four of Wands, Lover's card, that beautiful reading, but none of them have come out that way this week. And I'm single and happily so I don't really give a shit. But it would have been nice to give a reading for those of you that wanted some positivity in your love life to come through. But I suppose that's not why you come to tarot. You want to know the real of it, so that you can make the best choices and decisions that place you energetically in that place to usher in, like I say, a love that you deserve. Because if you're standing independently in your Nine of Pentacles energy, that is where you're going to manifest your next relationship from. And I think the Nine of Pentacles is one of the best energies to be stood in, happily stood in, to usher in, whether it's a new relationship or changes or to the dynamic of an existing relationship. There's no codependency here. Well, in the Nine of Pentacles, she's not fearful of, like I say, doing it alone because she knows that she can. So your challenge or your opportunity is to cut out what no longer serves you. Use your intellect, as I've mentioned before. Cut through the bullshit. Have boundaries, you know, if you must, within a situation. State what it is that you will and you won't accept, what your needs are, what you require from the other person, if this is going to be a rebalancing of something. And if you're not going to look to rebalance it and it's time for you to sort of put an end, draw a line, then this Queen of Swords energy is exactly what you need. Right, okay, let's see if we've got... I don't think I need to clarify that with the tarot. It's pretty clear to me. So, can we have any more messages, please? We're using the Energy Oracle. Any more messages, please, in relation to this reading? There we go. What's this? Oh my God, 6th chakra, Archangel Metatron. I'm sure, I don't know, this is just giving me like deja vu. I think this may have come out in another reading. It's been a hot minute since I did a reading from this deck. But this is all about your third eye chakra. So tuning into your intuition, your extrasensory perception. That's what I mean when you're doing this evaluation. You're not just looking at the things that you can see. You're not just looking at what your emotions are telling you. You're tapping into the things that aren't being said, the things that aren't being seen, so that you can make the right decision. This is like your inner wisdom, your second sight, and it's card number 40, which reduces down to a 4. So by following your intuition, it's going to lead you to stability. It's going to lead you to that firm foundation that you're trying to create. All right, any more messages? So yeah, intuition is really, really important. And the Queen of Swords, as much as she's in her head and is very intellectual, the third eye is actually linked to our mind as well. Like I say, it sits in between, you know, our eyebrows, which is like right in front of your brain. So she's not cold-hearted, and like I say, she's not making these non-emotional decisions just from out of nowhere. She's tuning into her intuition as she makes them. All of the court cards in the swords, they wield like a massive sword. And to me, that sword is your connection from yourself, your physical body. You know, they're holding it in their hand. And generally, it's pointing up to the heavens. So that's your connection to your higher self. It's your connection to source, to God, to spirit, whatever you want to call it. So if you're in this 8 of Swords stuck energy, or you don't think you're seeing everything that you need to see, then it's about you tuning into your intuition. Then we've got the thinking man, which is funny because we've got the thinking woman here with the Queen of Swords. Card number 46, and then card number 53, Magician and the Mirror. And it's funny because it looks like whatever he's holding, whatever he's musing over, whatever he's thinking about, it looks like a clear quartz crystal to me. And clear quartz is linked to the crown chakra, universal energy, as I just said, your higher consciousness, your intelligence, deep thought. So there's something that you need to be thinking about here. Something that you need to be thinking about deeply to get some sort of insight, to get some sort of knowledge in relation to. And it's card number 46, which reduces down to a 10. And 10 speak about endings, wrapping up of cycles. So it really feels as though there is an energy, like I say, that's calling you to really tune in to your intellect, including your intuition, to assess whatever situation that's imbalanced, to assess that situation in your life where you're carrying more than what's required. Then we've got Magician in the Mirror, and this is an 8. This is the third 8 that we've got on the table. And I haven't actually read the description, so I think I'm going to read the description of this card. But again, it looks like, it gives me temperance energy, like this balancing out of whether it's air or water, but we've got this blue energy here, and then we've got this fire energy in his other hand. So there's something about balance, or being in balance, which is going to allow you to take action, to change something, to move forward. Because the Magician is always about manifestation, and you want to manifest from a very balanced internal perspective to ensure that what you're manifesting as it arrives in your 3D reality is also going to bring balance to you. If you're manifesting from a place of burden, or you're manifesting from this place of 8 of Swords, or this imbalanced give and take, then it's like your manifestation is going to carry that same energy. Right, let's read this out of the book. And let's, wrap this reading up. I don't know how long I've been talking for. So, card 53. Yeah, I haven't read this one. So it'll be interesting for me to even find out what it means. Right, okay. It says, this card upright represents the culmination of your personal and spiritual power at this time. In the Magician's left hand is the flame of passion. And I said that you were sort of You were the one that was stoking the passions of whatever relationship situation or whatever that you're in. So yeah, the flame represents passion and action. In his right hand is a vortex of water and the light of reflection. Well, that tells me I've been talking for longer than 20 minutes because my camera cut out. So I'll start again. It says the highly beneficial card is telling you that you are the magician, and within your grasp are the amazing forces of earth and spirit. The water is the energy of yin, and the power of spirit and clarity of thought. So we've got that in here 3 times now. The flame is the energy of yang, bringing direction and creativity. Together they give you the magnificent magic of transformation. The mirror stands behind the magician, reflecting the outer world's response to your choice to use or dismiss the true power that you have. Its silver reflection reveals the future in a mist of the horizon ready to be magically formed. When you receive the magician upright, you are put on notice that an important and powerful time is at hand. You are the alchemist of your life, and just as an alchemist turns base metal into gold, you are now able to transform your difficulties into great blessings. This is true in every area of your life. Claim your power and embrace your intentions in your heart and your daily life. Direct your destiny, and the mists of the future will clear into a brilliant reality. Yeah, and I said I got temperance energy vibes, and it spoke about the alchemist or being the alchemist here. So there's definitely something about you tapping into your higher mind, your higher self, your intellect, deep thought, contemplation of a situation. I don't want to keep going over it, but about a situation that needs to change, where you've been carrying more than your fair share of a burden within it. There needs to be a balancing out, which, like I said, this magician represents as well, of the give and take within some kind of situation. And you have the courage to do this. You have the courage to do this. Right, I'm going to leave that there, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in and for persevering with me through this deck. It was a bit of an experiment. I weren't sure how it was going to go. Yeah, it's been a bit hit and miss for me. But I definitely will use it again, but just for love readings. I won't try and make it be anything other than the imagery that I'm seeing on the cards. But thank you, guys. I hope you managed to pull something out of this that you can apply to your actual life in terms of advice and guidance. And yeah, it means the world that you tune in. So take care, guys. Bye-bye.